I took it out for granted. I was looking out for family. I was looking out the fastest. I was coming out the baddest. I was cooking, I was trapping. I was looking for the balance. I was looking through the basket. Now my stomach looked the fattest. Big old boogers full of carrots like my enemy. Still I can't see how this can happen. I saw a print in me. I just can't turn around and go back with shit that meant to leave. I just can't turn around and look backwards, there ain't shit to see. I bumped my head so many times, I done seen so many signs. I done dreamed so many lives, I done seen so many eyes.
Mic check, mic check. Make sure we can hear me. I gotta start doing that again, cause sometimes. What it do, world? Okay. All right, hey man, good morning, man. Today is Saturday. Ooh, it's the last day of February, man. Today is Saturday, man, February 28th. I am BearFeezie. And welcome. We are back, man, with another episode live in the morning. It's officially that time for you to wake your ugly ass up. Hey, let's get out of bed and work on some of those thoughts that you have stuck inside your head, even though it's still dark outside, man. You are officially live at 5:55 with the God. Up this morning, drinking my water, man. Still participating in the Ramadan, man. I ain't gonna lie, been falling a little bit short, man. Ramadan is basically where you fast, no food, no water, no sex during the daylight hours. So from sun up to sundown, no food, no water, no sex. And it basically just showing practicing discipline, man. If you can stop, if you cannot participate in what keeps us here on earth, like food and water, what puts us here on earth, like sex, and you can stop and refrain from anything. So been falling a little short lately though, but man, every day is a struggle. Falling short, is not the end of the world as long as you do better. You attempt, the goal is to be better every day. So you gotta get up early in the morning. If you're gonna eat anything during you gotta get up early in the morning, drink you some water, and you're really supposed to have tea, kind of get some minerals in your body is what's recommended. And I didn't get tea, man. I was up this morning writing, brainstorming, thinking. So, I applaud myself on that, but I was drinking water, but I was supposed to get some fruit too, but you know how it is, man. But yeah, today is another day, another great day. Got a great inspirational word today, man. And I'm just going to throw it out there, man. We cannot rush the process. Now, you definitely need to start ASAP. You definitely need to begin. If you have been prolonging, if you've been procrastinating, you definitely need to begin. But you can't rush it. You can't rush the process and I was having a conversation, I'll say a business partner, investor, and I was telling them some dates that I wanted to have everything rolling by, and some dates that I wanted to adhere to. And when I ended the conversation, I thought, man, maybe that's not a good day for them. Or maybe I'm trying to rush it as soon as, I'm trying to get it going. And maybe I need to take my time and make sure the designs are right, make sure everything is aligned properly before I, get everything going. These dates, just dates, the time gonna come and the time gonna align. And maybe I do need to give it more time. Or maybe not. That's just what was a thought that came to my head. And it made me want to get his word. Now, we cannot rush, man. Sometimes you've been prolonged for it's a meaning. You're not ready yet, maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe you need to look into some things. Maybe you need to make some other stuff happen before you get to this part. Because sometimes God will prolong you for a reason, trying to protect you from something, trying to keep you, going down a road you should not go down, trying to, but the thing is not to rush it. And speaking of discipline, man, I'm speaking of discipline for Ramadan on how you just refrain from water, eating, sex during the daylight hours, which practices the discipline. A lot of times we want to rush the process and we start practicing discipline. We start, being good for a period of time. We studying, we're focused, we're doing what we're supposed to do. And was like, man, I'm ready for the blessing now, God. It's I'm doing right. I'm doing it, but you gotta do it because that's what you're supposed to do. You can't do it in intentions of, oh, I know the blessing like in intents of seeking in intent of gaining something from it ASAP. Like a motherfucker be done did wrong for 20 years and then you working, now you got a job and you know what I mean, you saving for 3 weeks and you like, where the big blessing that you want to put a rush on God and put the time in on God, like good morning, and put the time in, like, hey, where the blessing that, God? You said if I do right, if I start praying, if I go to church, then where's the blessing at? And then you just 3-4 weeks done passed. You done been wrong. You done did wrong all this time. It did. You do right for a couple days, and man, this shit don't work. I might as well be how I was, man. That's not the game. You got to do right because you're supposed to be righteous. You got to do right because that's who God put you here on earth to be. You can't try to put the rush and put the time and then want him to do it when you want him to do it. You got to prepare. You got to develop into something that deserves a blessing. So don't try to rush the process and man, I've been doing right for 4 days. You said fast, I've been fasting. You said go to church, I've been church. I've been reading my Bible. Where's the blessing? It ain't on your timing, man. God, you gotta trust that God knows best and understand that in due time, you know what I mean, you will receive whatever is for you. It's always for you. You just gotta work towards it and work for it. Don't just think that, because you've been doing bad all these years and all this time done passed, now all of a sudden you trying to do a little straightening, that the blessing is tomorrow, that the blessing is next week. If you can just stay down to next week, that's not how it works. That's not the way that the world works. That's not the way God works, man. In God's time, God knows best, and it may not come when you call him, but he's always on time. So he knows everything and can see where your heart is, where your intentions is. So you're not fooling nobody. You know what I mean? Because you done learned a few words from the good book and you know a few scriptures and you shaking hands and smiling faces and you done cleaned up and put you on a little tie and you're not chasing women the way you was, or you not whatever you was doing. Stay down and stay focused and stay creating and developing and work. Don't think that because I've been doing good, man. This ain't. I don't think this for me. I'm finna go back to being a fuck up. This is what you're saying when you're trying to put a rush on it and like and act like because it's not when you want it that it's not gonna happen. Keep developing. Keep being an honest person, being a righteous person, being who God has placed you here to be, and all things will come to pass. All things that is for you, won't miss nothing that's for you. God has it in store waiting for you to come to it. So it's going to take work. It's going to take effort. It's going to take consistency. And not only, towards your goal, but in being righteous. Stay who you're supposed to be at all times. Keep your, and remember, man, that Jesus is the example. So not only are you supposed to be reading his word and reading about how he acted, but you're supposed to be aspiring to be like him, to be aligned just like he was. So, don't just look at the man as if like he's a myth, or he's something that you cannot strive for. That's the goal, is to be more like him. So yeah, man, that's it, man. And I'm just gonna end with how I always end, man. You gotta do more than just think about it, hope it, and wish it. You actually have to put the effort in, consistent effort. You got to get it from your head to your legs, and not only think it, but walk it. You got to do more than talk the talk. You really have to walk the walk. But if you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, keep stepping how you stepping. I am BearFeezie. This is episode 87 of Live at 5:55. And basically, this is where I go live every day. I'm supposed to. So whichever platform you're watching me on, YouTube, Facebook, I believe is what I'm on. I need to get on them. I need to get on all of them. I'm supposed to be live every day, and sometimes I slack, but most of the time I get to work. Peace.